I was absolutely shocked to learn that a member of the Privileges Committee asked about the committee's supposed power to imprison a member of the House. That happens in tin pot dictatorships and banana republics. Mr. Speaker, this is a serious matter. Deliberately disrupting the business of the House is serious. The government chose to impose that penalty by majority rather than seeking consensus, as the Privileges Committee has almost always done in the past, and that was their choice. The government recommended a penalty that is harsher than any the Parliament has ever imposed. Imposing a penalty that removes 3 members of the House during budget week, preventing them participating in one of the 2 occasions the opposition has in a year to vote no confidence in the government, is simply wrong. This is not a tin pot dictatorship or a banana republic, but we have never seen a sanction of this nature in New Zealand's history before. We've had members undertaking fistfights in the lobbies, and they were not suspended at all. We have had a recent case where a member left their chair, walked to the other side of the House, stood over a member, thumped the table, and they were not sanctioned by the House. We've had a recent instance in this term of Parliament where a member was prevented from leaving a select committee because another member was standing over them, and they were not sanctioned by this House.
It is disappointing to now hear personal attacks and allegations of racism. I utterly reject that. We have simply done our job. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The Right Honourable Chris Hipkins.
Mr. Speaker, I move that all the words after the first instance of that be replaced. I draw on the advice that was provided by the Clerk of the House to the committee. The Clerk's job is to provide advice to the Parliament on its proceedings in a way that is not political, that upholds the traditions and the conventions of this House. And the Clerk made the advice clear that suspension of members is a rare occurrence, and a long period of suspension would represent a substantial change in the House's practice. Let's be clear, the recommendation of the Privileges Committee is exactly that. The Clerk further advised that the committee ought to recommend a long suspension only with the broad support of members, not simply a bare majority. That has not happened in this case. They have brought this before the House today, and they have made that choice, and it should be subject to scrutiny. We should stand up for the values of democracy, even when they are inconvenient, even when people are saying things that we disagree with. That is not what the government are doing today.